Show!
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Sergio Dominguez with Season 22 audio commentary of The Sergio Show. Alright, so after Season 21, I went straight to Season 22. So let me see what we got for Season 22. As of this recording, I'm currently in the middle of Season 23 and a little bit of 24. So, yeah. Yep. So, yeah, there were a lot of ideas in this season that got moved around. Now, there's a recurring theme to this season, that is little flashes of black frames. Gosh darn it. So, yeah, the problems with a lot of these is I still have problems with formatting. When I export these animation files into video files so I can edit them, I would try to convert them some places in some programs, and it would just give me like some specific problem. In this case, some clips would have black frames, and I've tried to look over them and remove those black frames, but sometimes it's too much, and sometimes I miss them. So there are a couple episodes I did have to re-edit with these little black frames, but I've explained this before up here on screen. And also, there's going to be a little bit of also a formatting problem too, also within this season. You'll see little thin black lines in the left and right side, and it's just, again, technical problems. It's still having weird technical problems with the show. Oh, I like that moon. So yeah, that moon is based on something. But yes, the museum episode. So I was thinking of another. So ultimately, I was just thinking more ideas for the show, of course. A lot of ideas. And one of the things I think I mentioned this before is that I want to explore more of Toon City. So I thought, what places can I think of? And I thought, maybe museum. So I did do that, which is the episode you see. But originally this was, there was going to be recording for it. This was going to be dialogue driven. But while I was starting production on it, I was like, I don't like a lot of the jokes that I've made dialogue-wise. So I just made it visual. So that's why everything's visual, and these black frames, they got away from me. They slipped through the cracks. I hate it. But it's a mistake that I would learn in Season 23. But yeah, this one just had simple gags. I want to start off with Sergio going to a location. This one. Very simple episode to kick off this season. But it still has some fun episodes that I really enjoyed making. So let's see with this one. Yes, Evil Sergio. Now this season has a lot of episodes that I either rejected, pushed, or just rescheduled. Like this was going to have fake movie review, but I changed it to another episode of the Evil Sergio Chronicles. So that's the episode you're seeing right now. And yeah, there's a lot of, I see in my notes and sheet that, a lot of episodes were changed and rewritten, but we'll get to it throughout the season. So yeah, I want to still keep adding jokes about how comically evil this area is, but I want to do more than that, so with this one, this was the second one, so yeah, So for the second one, this should be not only describe how comically evil Toon City is, but it also supposed to have a little bit of an arc how this affects Sergio, evil Sergio. Because in the first one, it just showed how evil this town is. So in this one, I want to show a little bit more, but also show how screwed over he is in this world that he's stuck in. So it needs to be betrayal, and I want it to be in a surprisingly weird way, even though everything is cartoony, and that he got betrayed. He submitted artwork to make something of himself. They accepted it, but they rejected him without anything. Which, that's a little too real for a lot of people. So I thought that worked in a place that's so cartoonishly evil. And I wanted to be sure that he really lived in a low, scummy area. But he's plotting. He's really starting to just grow these intentions. Yeah. reused assets here and there, but yeah, this was a fun little episode. A lot of these are little episodes. This is a surprisingly short season, but I'm okay with it. Hope everybody else is too. But I'm gonna have longer seasons in the future, and the episodes I've done here are still fun. Alright, so this one, 214, this originally was going to have a character from the show that I was going to be dealing with, but I changed it to another dinosaur Sergio episode. Okay, sorry, I'm making a lot of mistakes right now, I'm so sorry. That's 214, but this is 213, I'm so sorry. I'll keep that mistake in. I have no way to cut this. But yeah, originally this was a sound effects episode. That's what I was talking about. And those black frames keep just slipping through the cracks. But yeah, originally this was a sound effects episode. Apparently the character was going to deal with sound effects or something. I haven't had really an idea for it. I just took the idea for the episode and just put it there as a placeholder until I thought of a better idea. And I decided to do ads. I did something like that in episode 141, so let me do a whole episode with that. So yeah, let's see if he gets interrupted by ads. So I thought of different ideas for ads, and Frank got involved, my little dog, my live action dog this time, and he had cute appearances. He appears a lot this season, so this is already a great season. But yeah, also at the time I just bought an action camera, GoPro Hero 8, which I will discuss even more later on. But yeah. So I use that for the live action part, just a live action part for this one, and a couple more later this season. Yeah, the scribble, I had that as an idea for a long time in my notes, but I didn't know how to show it to people or where could I put it. So I just simply did it here. Yeah, this was a fun episode to make because there was variety, live action, and some graphics, and stop motion, of course. So this was a fun episode. And it's yeah, this one I used my stop motion software. I reused some of the props, but I had to make more patties, so I used different materials. But yeah, this was just me fun stop motion animating this again. But yeah. So that was fun, couple of minutes doing that. The video quality still doesn't look that good, but I found out I needed to improve the sharpness a little bit and fix the settings on my webcam because the software can only take a certain webcam. And I should have set the settings before I did this, but it came out still pretty fair. Mm-hmm. And that's why the old. So this is just a fun little enjoyable episode. Show will never ever come back, ever, and I'm so polarized about it. I prefer this in the sound effects. I think I was just gonna play with sound effects or something, but I don't know. That episode hasn't really been made yet, and I don't want to. The last part was fun. Yeah, when I was improvising this, I'm like, yeah. Let me while I improvise. Let me add like I'm stuck in an ad and have like a moral about ads. So, and since I was working on it, maybe I'll add a hand-drawn effect.
As long as companies exist and everything's made out of a company, they have something to sell you.
Yeah, a lot of these episodes this season is actually really basic, but there's still some substance in this season with more of Evil Sergio and more of my dog, and episode 220 is very special to me. And yeah, there's some actually a couple good ones. Very, very lean. But yeah, season 22 was a surprising but yet fun mess. I hate these black frames, they get annoying. Please, if you want to. I forgot to credit him in the season finale, but I think he's okay with it.
Sergio Studios. It's the Sergio Show.
Alright, now this is the episode where I was like, oh, a character from the show was going to be involved, but I changed it to, alright, Dinosaur Sergio. Dinosaur Sergio was going to come back for a couple more episodes, and I put 2 more ideas. That Black Flash, I hate it. It sneaks through. Like, I would check over this, but it would just go through. I hate it. But, yeah. So, this was a fun episode to make, too. Yeah. It was like, okay, what else to do as a dinosaur? And that would be to have, it would be, okay, different ways to die. I had an idea of, like, oh, dinosaurs get extinct. What could it be? All that stuff, so it would be that. So I just thought of different ideas of how Dinosaur Sergio could be extinct, but he gets away with it. He survives. Yes. And I like the alien one. That was fun. The Comet one was well animated with the dinosaur and all that stuff. So there was elaborate things in this episode. The way the character is trying to go through this as a dinosaur in this era. But a lot of fun ideas. A lot of fun ideas that were shown. Surprisingly well executed. And honestly, I'm going to have to delete all the Black Flashes because I think there was too many to count in this season alone. I'm going to have to fix this. So as of this recording, you're seeing a season that had these black frame flashes. I'm going to fix that later. But I'm going to have to keep this commentary recording in. I'm sorry. Because there's still some fun things to talk about, and I just want to get this fun commentary over with. Oh, yeah, I get sick. Well, after you've been through the cold like that. Five days later, oh, I'm just fine. Yeah, no, it sounds like I don't have much to say, but I can say this was a fun season to make. Well, yeah, it was a fun season. A lot of mistakes that I'm trying to fix, apparently, before this comes out. As of this recording, it hasn't come out yet, but I plan to have this come out in April, all throughout April. All 10 episodes just in the month of April, because I have plans for 2021 and, my 30th birthday, and just be fun to do that there. But now I'm just trying to just make a video. I like doing commentaries. Yeah, fun dinosaur episode. And I think there's even a more fun one later this season. Yes, the next couple episodes of the season are fun. Oh my gosh. So cheers. Ah, the lazy episode. Oh. Yeah, I had an idea of the lazy episode. Originally, this was going to be an overthinking episode where I would just overthink, but I don't even know what that means. I was just like filling that space in until when I got to it. And so when I did get to it, I had an idea for a lazy episode, and I decided to just place it there. Originally, it was going to be 2/16, but I just put it one day earlier. You know what? I'm going to leave this episode alone in post, because it has to come off lazy. This specific episode took only a couple hours to make, because it's supposed to be. Because it was supposed to be a lazy put together episode that I wanted to do quick. So, this episode needed to be lazy. I want it to be lazy, and it actually works for this episode.
I'm so lazy, I don't even want to lip sync this whole episode.
Yeah, this works well. I like that drawing of me being so lazy and just like, You know, so if I was going to do a lazy episode, I would try to still make this thing active looking, but still just do this quick. So, camera movements, no lip sync, but fun drawings. And hopefully some gags. I would have to rely on my improv. But, yeah, this was fun. This was fun despite taking it less than a day to do.
What if I use my lazy powers to get it? Let's see if I have it.
Yeah, a lot of the episodes were recorded back in May, and I recorded not only season 21, but 22 and onward, the season 30, certain episodes. So,
Guilty about it. I mean, yeah,
so just get a recording work.
do nothing. But
Yeah, the eyelids moving like that is because it's one of the first attempts that I did the eyelids masking, which there is just drawing of the eyelids hidden in a mask tool. So if I want the eyes to lower or lift, I would just animate it through those eyelids, and that's how that was executed. And it worked for that, since I would be opening and being lazy. You move your eyelids slowly, so that worked. That worked for that episode.
less lazy in the show or whatever. I'm not even gonna edit this part. Well,
Yeah, fun episode to make in a day.
slightly less lazy and kind of active.
I feel like there were some funny jokes. It was the middle of the season, so I felt like it made sense to put it there.
My true lazy form.
Yes, the true final form of laziness,
That's all
a
for
stick
today's
figure.
episode of the Sergio Show.
There were some good ideas that came out of it.
This. Maybe next time I will be slightly more active. Anyway, I'm Sergio Dominguez saying, have an animated
Yep, fun, simple episode. Really cozy. You know, a lot of these episodes have much to say because they were all very simple, just what they used to be and all the mistakes I left in.
Sergio Studios.
Fun episode again. So 216. Now this was gonna be the lazy episode, but pushed it one episode earlier. So while I was moving ideas around and just thinking about it, I decided let me do another Frank episode, even though I have one coming up later. But I was like, yeah, let me do one for the season also. It'll be a funny Frank compilation. Funny things my dog son would do.
So enjoy. Let's go, Frankie.
Yeah, he's a little cutie. He's a little sweetheart. And I love the design of him. And, like I said before, but yeah, the design came out great. Yeah, he would eat grass at the time. He stopped, but still, he was a cute dog, and I do like animating him. He's a cute little boy. Yeah, and I try to think of so many different jokes because it's like a compilation. At the time, I was watching compilations of cute animal pet videos, especially pugs. So this was an example of that. I thought, okay, let me add a nice joke of like, oh, the rope being dragged all over the place. Trying to get much out of that. Yep. On that one, I was like, I want to do a drawing of me like giving a good hug, but I left in the head animation. Oh yeah, that came out well too. So this is another simpler video, but it was still pretty cute. Very cute. As of this recording, Frank hasn't been introduced to the show yet, so I hope that he's a fan favorite. I know, I love him. So yeah, we'll see the jury on about that later.
Have an animated day.
Cute, simple episode. Alright, next episode. Oh, Evil Sergio 3. Well, originally this is going to be a poker episode because I like the game poker and I think I recorded an episode for it. But then I changed it to funny Frank compilations, my dog Frankie. But I was like, no, let me do another Evil Sergio episode. Since I was lining these episodes up of the Evil Sergio Chronicles, I can do one more here in this season. And this one was a good one. I really liked this one. I was looking forward to this episode. Yeah, the rest of the season, it had a lot of fun to make episodes. And this is like the beginning. And yeah, because this is a very telling episode for Evil Sergio. It's a very big point where he hit an all-time low. And a really big struggle of him in this messed up world. So, this is an example of him just wanting something and just failing at it badly. But yeah, this had like a lot of angles, simple concept, but fun execution. Yeah, originally, I'll get to it. That's reused animation that I just placed here from another episode. Yeah, I like that gag. What is he? Oh, it's a monster made out of pillows. This episode I thought about for a long time. Evil Sergio versus some other evil entity. And I thought it was going to be a parody of this internet cartoon character that I also want to beat up. But originally it was going to be a parody of that. But I changed it to something a little bit somehow more menacing yet safe. And its humor and its safetiness. So I thought, monster made out of pillows. I love pillows, but no, this one's supposed to be an evil pillow monster. Yep. So he originally was gonna be an elaborate fight scene, but no, I didn't have time and I didn't want a storyboard, and that wasn't really the point that he was a fighter. It was just that he was weak. So I just want to pull off that he got beaten up. He tried a couple attempts, but I didn't want it to be really an elaborate fight scene. So that's how it came about. It came out that made the episode a little bit too short, but it's okay. Still just fine. But yeah, this was a nice like character development building to his arc. That's gonna be a big presence in the show later on, maybe. But this is a good episode, very good episode. Simple but very nice. I really enjoyed making it and it came out really well. That one didn't have black frames. Appearing frames. But I ended at end credits at the last second because I didn't want him to come back. I didn't need to come back in terms of the grand scheme of things, but I had secretly planned. So I was like, okay, let me just do a quick scene where he's walking and 2 reused pieces of animation from a previous episode just to show that nobody's really safe in this place. And there's bigger evils that Evil Sergio is going to highly deal with. Dinosaur Sergio again. Now this is a good one. This one took a couple of days, but it came out really good. I love it. It's so nuts, but it works to its advantage. Yep. I know, you don't see Human in that form that much in the show, so a little cameo here. But it's not really that needed, but I like it. I like the design. It's funny. But yes, this one's fun. Because with time travel, people always start off with like where they currently are, and somebody from the future or the past will have to deal with it, or you know what I'm talking about. So for Dinosaur Sergio's perspective, he is living in the now. So what if there was a time travel story that's in his time period? And it would be really funny if you look at it from that perspective. If your now is when dinosaurs existed and time travel existed in this dinosaur age. And it sounds really kind of complicated or too much, but I think this is a very clever perspective. Because in time travel stories, the setting always starts to like now, but now is a form of the past. So what if the past is dinosaur era and there's a time travel adventure from that? And I love the design of like this version of Dinosaur Sergio, where I was like, okay, if this is gonna be still Dinosaur Sergio, but millions of years in the future, but it's still the past because we're still not today in millions of years. What do we look like? So I designed that, and I was like, very good, very very good. On purpose, I didn't want to give him glasses. I didn't want to animate his eyes or focus on the blinking or move the pupils. Let it be goggles, time travel goggles, so I can it can still be streamlined a little bit better. Not only that, but I don't focus on the lip sync that much. Because what if the mouth articulation isn't that accurate? It makes sense. Since he's part dinosaur and inspired a little bit by a certain puppet show that had dinosaurs, kind of. Yeah. So the lip sync wasn't ever accurate, but I loved it. I love the design of future dinosaur Sergio. He's still past Sergio, but it's so funny. Oh man, and I love the design of the dinosaurs here. They're so futuristic, but still past. I love the mouth animation on that one. Yeah. Very well done this episode. I like it. I really really like it. I'm kind of blown away with this season. Still surprisingly flawed, but the second half really comes through. Yeah, I'm walking. Yeah, the fight scene had to be simplified too, but it came up across that he fought, but made a big mistake.
You fought good, but you fought everybody except him.
Yeah, but this is so good.
You haven't even used your
From like a comedic scale and how comically original this is, from my perspective. And yeah, this is surprisingly well done. I had a dinosaur run over last second. But I like the design of that time machine made out of rocks. Made out of like a rock.
Just like always. And dinosaurs will still.
But yeah. Very nice. Maybe I'll do something again. I don't know.
I'll see you in about 1,000,000 years.
I have to see. I will just have to see. But very nice. Very good.
I guess I'll never find out. Alright, see you later. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I suffer from using animation a lot in the series, but I try to make it different because it is just keyframe animation, so maybe I can edit some things to make the animation not so simplified, but now the show has no budget and no time. So I'm amazed when episodes like this come through. And the next 2 episodes are also well done. Very, very fun season. Excuse me. And so far I'm not seeing black sideboards. I'm probably thinking about season 21. But I guess I fixed that problem. Sorry about that. Take that. I retract that statement I did earlier in the commentary. This one, I love this one. Oh man, I was making this during season 21. So in the summer of 2020, I got an action camera. If you know what kind, you know what I'm talking about. But I was so excited for this camera so badly that once I got it, I immediately inspired me to do an episode of a show where I also gets a cartoon action camera, and that inspired for a future episode probably later on. But yes, remember I was like crazy making this episode after I got my camera. I love the camera so much. It's not perfect, and even then I found out when I got it, it was broken the whole time. A piece of it was broken, so I ended up exchanging it later in a couple months for a new one. But the camera's very good. I used it earlier this season, the commercial episode, that Toy Sergio one, and also the season finale after this episode. So it's a very good camera. You know what camera I'm talking about, but it'd be funny if I got a camera that's a cartoon. So this one had fixed black bars, black screens that would flicker. The problem you've been seeing only in this commentary, because I'm gonna fix this the season with the black screens. But yeah, this episode and the next episode had black screen problems that I removed. But I guess earlier this season had black bars come in, but I'm gonna fix that after this. And then you'll only see them in this commentary.
Okay, time for the grand finale.
Mm.
Are you up for it, little camera?
So, let's see. So this was cute. I was like, okay, I want to just do this. Montage, all that fun stuff. Go. Go, go, go. And this came out good. I mean, not amazing, but I really enjoyed how it was put together and the funny jokes. Man, it's so cute. It's a very cute episode. And it came out from like my love of technology and cameras. So, yeah, this is good. So, very cute, well done episode. It was done in season 21, so I just pushed it to season 22 because I got all the episodes set in season 21. And I was just moving it around. Originally, this was going to be... I tried to be cool in the episode, but I don't like that idea. And even 218, the previous episode, originally there was going to be a hurricane episode, but I scrapped that. A cringe gland episode, which I don't want to get into, but that's scrapped. So that was the Dinosaur Future Sergio episode. So, yeah. Episode 220, we're going to get to that soon, but I love 220 very much, and it's great. Cute episode. I'm really glad I made it. Here we are, the season finale, episode 220. So first things first, at this moment it was going to come out. This episode, I really want this to come out on my birthday, since I'm turning 30, and since I did my 25th birthday, the same thing, release an episode of the show where I meet my live action self, cartoon live action me. So I was like, let me do it again, a nice 30th anniversary edition. So that was the idea for this episode, and it was going to come out 100 episodes after the previous one. Since it was 120 and now we're in 220. Yeah, that green screen effect didn't work in my editing software, so I used a different editing software that I had that did special effects. So that's the best green screen I could do. But I did this in a couple of days, but it came out great. I used that camera that I was talking about. I love that little performance. Oh, man. I try to cut this as best as I can, but it's good. Not as good as maybe the first one, because it was more interesting, but this one was still fun. I did storyboard this, but there was a point where I had a writer's block after this sequence. Like, what would I say to myself at this point, pushing 30? And it's all about optimism. I love that effect. That was hard to do, but I figured out how to get around it. Oh, my dog Frank, he's the best. He was a good actor. I mean, I had to puppeteer him. I mean, I had to, snap my fingers and just try to get his attention. But, yeah, this was sloppily done, but I like it. Oh, man.
You scare me like
yeah,
that.
This is a good one.
Okay. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, that's a still background, but I blurred it a little bit just to add more to it.
How about you?
Yeah, there's a couple of blurs. I'm sorry. For privacy reasons, I'm so sorry. But I do like the banter I have between myself and myself. That was a nice little effect.
So, is there anything else you want to say to
But yeah, this is supposed to still be sweet, but also something that I think people need, even at this time and even now.
Okay.
So yeah, about optimism and how the world's going, and just be careful and be kind to each other and have a good time as much as we can. So, oh, nice awkward pause. So yeah, I had writer's block in this portion of the episode, but I finally understood it about optimism, still believing in yourself, and just trying to get through this crazy animated world, live action to either. So it was a necessity episode, but very nice episode too.
How long has it been now?
Yeah, I used this brand new action camera that I mentioned before, and yeah, picture quality is very nice.
Does it get any easier creatively or at all? No.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how life is.
Oh, that reminds me. While I was recording this, I forgot to put back up the sheet of the green screen. So there was a recording of me with the green screen behind me the whole time, and I didn't want to have the green screen there the whole time. It needed to be covered, so I had to re-record some shots. That killed me. I was like, no. But I realized, oh no, it's just that specific area, so I did have to recover it and reshoot that. So that's a reshoot, because I left that gosh darn sheet down, and I left it down. Gosh darn it! And I had to re-record that part, the fan art. I love that fan art. I mean, I'm sorry that the wall's gone, but it's back in book form, and I love how it came out so far as of this recording. Where it was just what you see on screen. That's what I had so far. But I love it, and it came out good.
Come on. I got something special to show you.
Yeah, it was all about timing. That's the biggest challenge when doing this.
Surprise!
Yes. Now, and since we're here, let's add the previous Sergios too.
Yes.
Since I want to add more to it.
You get all these Sergios behind my back. I don't know.
Originally, also this sequence, a lot of the moments in the montage were going to be outside. Like this was going to be outside, a lot of it. But I think it was unfortunate weather or change of plans. I just did it all indoors. Frank was well behaved. Look at him. This ball thing. That was going to be outside, but darn it, I had to just do it inside. Just made sense. And I was just doing a list, and yeah, I looked at the wrong angle. But I would fix that later by having myself react to that. But yeah, this came out really good. Probably not as good as 120, but it was still fun to make. And it still came out fairly well.
That's all for this episode of the...
So yeah, that's it for this season. A little bit of a mess, but some of the good episodes are really good.
Hope you enjoyed it.
And this is a pretty tender episode.
Sergio Dominguez.
And a decent season.
Have an anime.
Fairly decent, good season. And yeah, that's all I can really say about it. Decent season. A lot of the mistakes I've talked about, I would like improve in season 23, which we get to in the future. But anyway, thank you very much for listening to this season 22 commentary of The Sergio Show. With mistakes and all, I'm sorry, but I hope you still enjoyed it. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I am Sergio Dominguez saying, have an animated day. Oh, and the end credits. Oh, such a cute end credits. Yeah.